Wowza! This update is crazy packed! From a brighter loading screen to a holiday-themed plaza, winter is here and community guides can now kick disruptors, which bans them for 2 hours. We've got a lot to discover. Not to mention, yesterday, the closed beta opened to all of North America, and Arena Clash High scores just got cleared. Time to kick Oculus out of that top spot, and we'll eventually be seeing a template Arena Clash world so you can customize and build your own maps? What? That's so cool! The new wrist menu introduces a clock and can be opened via the recessed button below your left thumbstick. Holding down the button opens the menu. A new menu design is slowly rolling out, which will introduce saving worlds. In build mode, we now have fixed font size options? No joke, I have waited for nearly a year, so happy to have this. The projectile launcher has new modes allowing you to choose between ball, rocket, bullet, and grenade. You can also adjust the trail size or turn it off by setting it to 0. The paint tool now previews textures when hovering in an object, and there is a new object setting to make it collidable with objects only. Think of couch cushions and much more. And now we can leave comments inside of our scripts. This is so cool. We got leaderboards. I'm so happy about this. You can clear your stats from your settings, and worlds can have up to 3 leaderboard stats. From the new gizmo, select the stat you would like, and you can also adjust the size of the leaderboard, and there's even an option for billboarding. You can save a player's stats with the new code block. It functions similar to the player persistent variable, but by default will only update if the score is higher than the previously saved score. Very cool. Stay tuned to the end where we will implement a leaderboard in Pop-Pop. You may be familiar with typecasting variables to string, but now we can also cast variables to vector, color, and number. Try playing around with these. They will enable mixing colors and even fading colors. It's extremely exciting. More substring options? These are going to require more testing and a whole Vidyuu. Can't wait to play with these. We can finally adjust collision and visibility separately, and the code block for enabling and disabling triggers makes so much more sense and has been consolidated into a Boolean switch. You can now stop listening to an object? Yes, this is amazing! There's now a code block for inverse rotation. Animate group? I'm uncertain how this setting works. Does anyone know how to use the animate group setting or what it does? Please leave a comment and we'll pin ya. Now let's upgrade Pop-Pop with a new leaderboard. Welcome to Pop-Pop, where we have this leaderboard. Yep, that's right. It's time to erase and replace. Or maybe, we'll see. So the first thing you need to do is open up your menu, head down here to the gear icon, run on up to leaderboards, and we need to create a new variable. All-time pops in descending order, so that means it starts with the highest number. Create. On the bullet, this is when we add pops. So every time a bullet hits a balloon, we add pops to the player. And here's where we're setting the current score for the player. And so what we want to do is head over to our values tab and find set world leaderboard score for player. We're just going to drag that down and put it right underneath the current score slot. And what are we setting? Well, we're going to set the all-time pops for what's the player? It's the owner of self, so we can just bring that down from this one. And then we need to get the user's persistent variable current score. And because we've just updated current score, we know that this is the most up-to-date value because it's happening immediately afterward. And we do not want to force it. Forcing means it overrides whatever the value is. And so by not forcing it, it'll only replace if the value is higher than the previous value. So this is perfect. And we're done. We have set up our leaderboard with one line. Very, very cool. Back over here, I've decided I actually want to keep this. You're lucky, Cloud. And so what we're going to do is head on into our build menu, and we're going to pull out the world leaderboard gizmo. Oh my gosh, that's teeny. So we can then scale it up to size, and we're going to want to set this right about here. If we open up the properties panel, from in here, we have quite a few options. So let's go to the leaderboard and select all-time pops. That's the variable we're going to display. Display title is going to be all-time pops. Number of entries per page, we want to go all the way up to 10, so we can have 10 players displayed on a page. This makes it extra tall. And the UI anchor style, we're just going to keep this flat so it fits right up against the railing there. So I like that. You could change it to billboard, which means it always faces the player. It'll constantly rotate. So that's also a really cool option, but we're not going to be doing that today. And like that, we are done. And so all we got to do in here is slide this up. And to test it out, because there are no scores presently available, all we have to do is pop one balloon to update our score, and like that, LakesO 5, number 1. Oh yeah. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit that bell to know when we post a new video. We'll see you in Horizon. Bye!